Hello everyone, Lau here, welcome back to my channel and welcome to, yes, a full G1 My Little Pony haul. I think there's not even a G3 or something hiding in here. It should be all Generation 1 of My Little Pony, and you voted for it. Because like this weekend I couldn't decide, because I just knew I had time to film like 1 or 2 or something unboxings, depends, because I'm not going to a flea market, because yes, actually last weekend was the first time I went to a flea market again this year. Okay, like successfully, but I mean the video will not come up yet because I'm still like in I think next video, like flea market video that will come up is an October video. So I mean, the new ones will just, you know, come later. But so I knew that this weekend would be a good weekend to film, you know, some unboxings, because I have a lot of like boxes here that I bought online, and but I have also like other vintage toys, like, you know, other toy lines, not just My Little Pony. And I also had like 2 big Barbie boxes, so I was like, do I film this or this or this? And like I still in the evening I couldn't decide, and I was like, why do I not just make a poll and let you decide? And the majority of you definitely voted for a G1 My Little Pony unboxing. I did the poll on here directly on YouTube in the community tab, and also on Instagram, because I know a couple of people are more active on Instagram, but a couple of other people are not even, like, you know, don't even have an Instagram account. So like I think it is good to have it on both like ends of the spectrum. And but both of them, like 39% voted for you know, G1 My Little Pony unboxing, like both same, like really just the same number, which is the winning number. But on Instagram, actually the mixed vintage toy haul was like on 2nd place, but on YouTube, like the 80s 90s Barbie box would have been the 2nd vote. So I think on YouTube, like my following is a little more also Barbie, whereas on Instagram it's mostly all the other vintage toys. I also see that when I post Barbie pictures on Instagram, they're never as successful as when I, like, meaning in terms of how many likes, as if I like post you know, a pony picture or something, or another vintage toy picture. So I guess the audience is a little bit different, but I specifically hope that also on Instagram just people are like voted that are also watching my videos, otherwise it would be stupid. But yeah, the overwhelming majority was like, yes, please show us G1 My Little Ponies, and here I am. I just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 or 8 boxes, but most of them have multiple ponies, and so I bought a lot of lots actually. So yeah, actually this, I mean the last pony unboxing that I filmed was in December, more like beginning of December, maybe you saw it in the middle of December or something. And all of this that I have here for this video, or these 2 videos depending, is that I bought from this point on, so in December, January and February, I would say. It's now March, but I think no pony has arrived in March. So I mean I have bought now another pony in March, but it hasn't arrived. So and as I said, it's mostly lots, and actually almost everything comes from the US. So I'm from Europe. If you're new to my channel, I am a huge My Little Pony fan, especially for the 1st generation. I collect of course other toys as well, but yeah, I am living in Berlin in Germany. So ponies that were just released in the US are mostly the ones that are missing in my collection. There's also a couple of rare European exclusives, and even some very random like common ponies that I'm missing, but like I try to, like, you know, get mostly the stuff now that I need, and that's from the US. So I don't know, let's start maybe with this package here. I remember that this actually did not just come like this, it came in another box, so in an envelope inside another box, but I've already thrown the box away. So let's start with these, because I think this is one of the lots, which this was not necessarily a lot that was offered like this, but this was an eBay seller offering certain different ponies and separate auctions, or I think they were not auctions, I think they were buy now prices, to be quite honest. Yeah, but I bundled 3 together because like it has started again that I'm able to like combine shipping on eBay. It was for a while I couldn't do that at all from the US. Now it's not that, I mean, it's not really reducing the shipping costs super like crazy. It still adds up when you have like 3 articles, but it's still not as if you would pay the shipping 3 times. So I was able to bundle this here, and this person had like a couple of ponies I was interested in, especially one which was the main thing. But this is not the main pony, but this is, oh, her legs are very squished, like technically like this. This is a Sweetheart Sister pony, or gosh, also her body is so squished. I don't know, it didn't look like that on the photo. Maybe it happened in transit, I don't know, because like I have the feeling that they started shipping this just in an envelope, and then wherever at the border control or something, then they put it actually in a box or whatever. But she looks a little squished. She also has some stain. I don't know if these are necessarily stains. I hope I can get it off. But you can see it is technically in a Sweetheart Sister pose, but it's actually a pretty pony. The set was called the Pretty Ponies. Those were 4 ponies. I think only released in the US or maybe also in Canada, but definitely not something that you were able to get in any of the European countries. And 4 ponies, very simple, all in Sweetheart Sister pose, all like a monochromatic color scheme. So body color same as hair. So this is like, you know, the purple one, purple hair, purple body color. And they were meant to be like, you know, your child's first pony, like a little bit like a My First Barbie, My First Pony situation. I think they just came with a very simple comb, and that was it. They don't even have the earrings that typically the Sweetheart Sisters do have. So it's correct, they don't have any holes in here. And they have also pretty, like, you know, simple symbols. I mean, that's not necessarily super simple, but I mean, it's a heart. There's even 2 flowers in there. This pony is called Garden Glow, I think. Yeah, Garden Glow. I only have one of this line, but here you can see it's pretty squished. I hope I can boil that out, and especially these legs. Okay, I mean, I'm confident that when I put this pony in boiling water, then I can get this out again. Yeah, dirty a little bit all over, especially here. I think this pink mark probably will not get out, but all of these little spots here, this looks just like some dirt. Let's see, but if not, then it's definitely not on the display side. Hair, long, not cut. They don't even have any eyeshadow or anything, so they're simple. They're just simple, you know, like your child's first My Little Pony. That was like the premise of these ponies. Can she even stand? Oh, she can at least stand. So, and this pony, I think, was $14, which I consider a normal pony price for online. But of course, I say here this price, but in the end, with all of these ponies and then the shipping and then the tax or whatever came on top of that, the other fees that we sometimes have to pay, of course, there's always a little more. But technically, the price of this pony on its own was $14. Yeah. This was actually the pony that I was mostly interested in. Oh, what does she have here? Ilks. What is that? Ilks. I see a disintegrated rubber band for sure. This is Cranberry Muffins. This is my set completer finally for the Sweet Berry ponies. This is one of the rarer or more expensive ponies, and this seller had her for $40, and this is that's definitely on the cheaper end of the prices that you see for her, and she's not bad. Her body looks absolutely fine. There are some spots. Some of them even look like I can get them off. Something like that. That looks, it's just like paint or something. But ilks. Ilks, that absolutely looks like a disintegrated rubber band. But it doesn't look like stained yet. So my guess is that I can get that off probably. Yeah, nice. The tail still has the factory curl. And she is, yeah, as I said, Cranberry Muffins. Nah, she doesn't smell at all. She just smells like, you know, a vintage My Little Pony, because these ponies were scented. 6 ponies, all like berry themed, and she has a she has a cupcake or a muffin rather, and there's some berries, and I mean, according to her name, it's cranberries. So this pony set in general was also released over here, but as we had it in this time very, very often, so she is more, she's from year 6, so that's 87, 88. These are the typical times when a 6 pony set in the US would only get 4 ponies released of them in Europe. And this is one of those ponies that was not released in Europe. And 2 of them, these 2, blueberry baskets and cranberry muffins, were only released in the US. So that's my only chance to get them from the US. Or, you know, sometimes those ponies are also sold from European collectors on, you know, whatever, Kleinanzeigen or like eBay over here. But very rarely, and then the prices are even higher, so I don't know, it's just, I then sometimes even prefer to buy from the US, although because the prices are a little less. And of course, but shipping, etc. comes on top. But oh yeah, she also stands. This is, you know, the Quackers post. Those ponies also tend to have an issue, but she's very stable, although she does not use her last leg here or her behind leg at all. Can you see that? It's floating, but technically she is standing, so. She is such a nice color. She is really, really green. There's not a lot of ponies that are this green, that are not discolored. Sometimes when you see these, you know, this color, it's like, oh, this is discolored. I'm 100% sure this is really her original color. There's no discoloration. There's no, you know, yellowing, which often makes pony green. You know, you have a light blue pony and starts to yellow. This then looks green, obviously. Okay, so this was really like the last one from this set I needed, and I looked it up on eBay over and over again, and this was the best price that I've really seen. And hey, you are standing. Come on. By the way, I remember in my last pony unboxing I was talking about this GPSR thing, this new regulation inside the European Union and all of that, with these, you know, there's more people need to give more information, like, you know, the distributor and where it was produced and all of so much more like information and all of that. So it might get harder for people to really sell, because it's not just for new stuff, it's also for old, like vintage items. I haven't seen like any changes, that there's less on eBay or anything, but I know it from my work. 2025 is still a transitional period for this new GPSR regulation thing. It's not a must, so I guess if a big change comes, then it's rather for next year. If people then are like, it's getting harder for people to, you know, offer you know, their stuff online if they don't know who the producer was, and you cannot put it anywhere, then you have issues and all of that. Especially for small businesses, it's also difficult. But haven't seen any changes yet on eBay, especially not in the terms of how much is offered. So, but this was one of the reasons why I bought a lot of ponies in December, because I was afraid that I would not be able to get my hands on US ponies anymore. There's one more pony of this lot, which, as I said, it's not necessarily a lot, but I, you know, put them together. And it's another Sweetheart Sister pony. See? Similar pose. Is it even the same pose? Yeah, it's even the same pose. So, but it's not from the same set. Here we had a pretty pony. Weird, she was standing so nicely. No, not. Okay, now she's standing. This is actually one of the prom Sweetheart Sister ponies. These were, you know, as I said, the name says it. It's like, yeah, you're going to the prom. So these were more a little bit more fluffed up. They had very curly hair. Their symbols were more, you know, dainty little. You know, this one has a violin, music notes, or like elegant gloves or something like that. And they came with huge ruffles, actually with a fabric, a little bit like a scrunchie, also with frills and lace on it. I don't have any of those, but they would be put around their waists. It looked like a skirt. But I'm happy enough that I have now 2 of these ponies, because this is another set that was not released in Europe at all. Again, can't say if it was just released in the US, because sometimes, you know, very often Canada had the same ponies, for example, or I sometimes can't even tell about like other like regions in the world, but for example, in, I don't know, the South American countries, etc. But definitely not like available over here. A 4 pony set, sweetheart sister poses, all of them, and these had earrings, so they have a hole in the ear. This one is very nice, the earring is there. She has this violin symbol. I love the color combination, this light aqua blue, and then super nice and curly tail and mane. Little forelock there. She has eyeshadow, and her name is actually Daisy Dancer. So she's dancing to the music of the violin. So yeah, also a year 8 pony. So the Sweetheart Sisters are always a little later. So this pose was just introduced, I think, in the later half of the 80s. So I think year 7 was the first year. So like 88 when these ponies came out in these poses. And then yeah, the year after and a couple more years. I think maybe year 7, 8, and 9. I think these were the years when ponies in these poses came out. And over here in Europe, we only had like 2 sets of them. And these sets also not the full set, because the first Sweetheart Sister set, we just had 4 of the ponies. Oh, let's put her over here and get to the next package. So what do we have here? Let's take the small package here. This small package is probably the smallest package on my table, but it has still a lot of ponies in there. This is actually another case where I put together 2 listings, but one of them was already a pony lot. Then I just added 1 more pony from this, whatever the seller was. So yeah, this was this 1 lot, and this was the separate pony. Maybe start with a separate pony. This is Baby Shady. Yeah, she looks good. Is there, yeah, there's a tiny bit rust I see here. Yeah, not super bad, just on the eyelid on top of it. But she's really nicely not discolored, because this pony very often has this head versus body color difference, when the head gets like darker, or the body gets darker, or the head gets like brighter or whatever, and they just look different. And this is something that I'm like, I don't want to have this, because you can mostly not change it back. Even though you're retro brighting, then maybe the head, it will mostly not get back to this color, so that you have a like nice continuous color on the body. And here you have, oh, that's good. That's also one of the reasons why I waited so long to get Baby Shady. Baby Shady is absolutely not an expensive pony whatsoever. She is a Betty by Eye pony. Yeah, I already said it with the rust. I think this eye is fine. This is a little, like you can't even see, I think this is probably rusted, like a drip there. And then at the top you see the eyelid is a little rusty on top. The Betty by Eye ponies were, I think, also not released in Europe, though maybe in a couple of countries they were, because they are not very rare. Also over here they're not really rare, and they are definitely not expensive, because most people don't really like the Betty by Eyes. I also don't really like them. I mean, they're still ponies and I think they're cute, but they could have made it so much better if, just imagine this pony with a normal eye instead of this, you know, eye sleepy thing. But it was a cute idea. It just didn't work out that much. And I think in Europe, not all, but a lot of the ponies that came in this Betty by Eye set were released actually in, you know, normal other pony poses without the Betty by Eyes. Baby Shady, I think, wasn't. There's not a non-Betty by Eye Baby Shady. Baby Shady and this whole Betty by Eye set is a little earlier. I think we are in year 4. Let me check. I wrote it down, definitely. Yeah, it's year 4, so that means 85, 86. A 6 pony set, and I think I have now all of them of this set. Down here. Yeah. And one is here. Yeah. So I think I have the set now complete. There's still at least 1 or 2 more Betty Bye eyes that I don't have. It's actually my first shady ever. I don't even have the adult shady. There's also a not so soft shady adult and a non so soft European version of that. I don't even have, this is the first time I have a version of any shady pony. They're always like this super bright neon pink and then also the neon yellow hair. Actually pretty cute. It would just have been better if this pony would have had normal eyes. So, but this was a like very inexpensive thing. I just added it for like $8 I think on top of that, and this also did not add a lot of shipping to the whole thing. And this set here was the first thing that I saw, although there's definitely doubles in this set, but let's have a look. It's also for baby ponies. So we have, let's have a look. Oh, she looks nice. This is a glittery symbol baby Glory, and also a glittery symbol baby Surprise. Both of them somewhat white. Baby Glory is maybe a little this color too, yellow more than this one. I definitely have these ponies already. But the glittery symbol variant that I have, mine has a lot of pin dot mold. So this one would probably be the one that I keep. And I have multiple baby Surprises already, with and without glittery symbol. So she can at one point probably, she has a little bit of a cancer spot here. Maybe I hope I can get that off. But she can then maybe, you know, find another home. I was buying this because of these two. These are newborn twins. And, oh yeah, thank goodness. The correct pony is in there. Okay, because I am actually almost done with the collecting the newborn twin ponies. I have almost all sets. I had like 2 separate singles, and especially for one of them, I never dared to order like the other twin because they're so similar. I was afraid I would order the same twin again, because sometimes, you know, you don't see it exactly, because the only difference between these ponies is actually like the pose, and it is just the behind leg that is a little bit different, a little bit up in the air of this one pony. And this is, I think, the one that I have already. Yeah, so these are Milkweed and Tumbleweed. But now I was like, okay, I can get this lot from the same seller, something else. I just buy the 2 of them, then I have definitely like the 2 different ones, and then the one that I have can then, like, you know, find a new home. You know, I sometimes looked at them, and then sometimes they're also labeled wrong online. Like people say then this is baby Milkweed and this is baby Tumbleweed, and then the other way around. Can you see this leg here? This is a little bit up in the air, a little bit to the back, and here all 4 are just at the ground. So the symbols are exactly the same. To my knowledge, they don't look different whatsoever. They have the same body color and the same hair color. They should be actually fading pink. So they should be pink, but they're almost white. So, I mean, what I see now, they have these little, I mean, someone probably put either their name under it or like just to recognize the pony again. But it's not too bad. You don't really see it when you put the ponies just normally on the ground. Because I recently, like, actually my friend Sato from the brought her from a convention when she was in the US to me. It was this pony here, which is Milkweed, and then Tumbleweed was missing. But whenever I looked online, I was like, I cannot see, is this pony? It maybe was just photographed from this side or like from this angle and you couldn't see it. And I was like, I don't want to buy now, you know, from the US or whatever, the same pony again, like unintentionally a double. But now I have definitely both of them. Now I have definitely the set. It doesn't matter if I maybe take this one here and this, or if I leave, probably I leave those together because they came really in a set. They are the ones that came together. I will just make them pretty again, and then I have the 2 of them. There were 2 sets of these newborn twins. Not 2 sets, but like in every set 6 twin sets, and every twin set of course of 2 ponies, so there's a lot of these newborn ponies. These are from this first set, And I have the feeling, but there is not really any like information online really. I have the feeling that not all of them were really released in Europe. A couple definitely were, but maybe it was a one set just with a couple of the ones from the first set and a couple of the ones from the like second set, because some of them are just like incredibly hard to find over here. So I guess like this might be one of the sets that was not available here, but I could be wrong about that, because I have the feeling there's not good documentation on these newborns, because some of them appeared also in the German My Little Pony magazines, but those were like the comics were made in the UK, so maybe some of them were just available in the UK, or and then most of the sets not at all. So I don't know, but now I have these. This from, as I said, from the first set year 5, I think. Yeah, year 5, so that means 86, 87, and then the second set of them were 6 more sets were released, was then the year after, so then year 87, 88. 6, 87, 88, yeah. Okay, and I think the set of these 4 ponies was, did I write it down? How much it was? Yeah, under 20, 16.95. So 16 euro for these 4 ponies, well, so 17 ponies. Then I added this pony for another 8 euro or $8. It's dollars, obviously. But let's keep it going. I mean, I just take this because it's the next one that I can reach. What do I have here? Definitely looks like another lot. Ah yeah, this definitely was a lot like this, offered on eBay. Not the absolute cheapest, but for the ponies that are in there, I was like, I actually have all of them, but they are so good ponies, and some of them, especially one of them, I was like missing for the longest time. It was one of my Grail ponies for a while, and it was just in this lot. And I think I paid way more for my single pony that I have of this than of the full box here, because I think this box was, I got it for $45. And of course, shipping on top, blah blah on top, so it was probably more around $80 or something that I paid for it in the end. But there's like a couple of ponies, 5 I think, and one of them I could immediately see is an upgrade for mine. So that was also like, of course, some of them are doubles, but some of them might be upgrades. Sweet Pop definitely is. I have a Sweet Pop, my Sweet Pop is fine, but she actually, mine has like a big yellow mark on here that is, sometimes you don't even see it in some like lighting situations, and sometimes you see it really bad. And I saw this and I was like, oh, this looks so good. The eyes are so nice, nothing bad on there, and she does not have any spots. She rattles now a little, but I mean, either I can just ignore it because I don't see any tail rust here. Sometimes just something like falls off on the inside a little, like residue of glue that came from the mane in, or whatever it sometimes is. And because this doesn't sound like it is really like the washer or anything. Yeah, she is obviously a Twinkle Eye pony. And she has these cute, popsicles here. To my knowledge, this is also one of the Twinkle Eye ponies that did not get a release, at least here in Germany it didn't. But she's from the first set of Twinkle Eye ponies. So, year 4, a little earlier, so year like 85, 86. But she's so pretty. I mean, Twinkle Eye ponies, you have heard me say that very often, probably are not the highest priority for me to collect, because I prefer them to have normal eyes. But if the eyes are not like totally rubbed or anything, then I also really like them. Especially look at these colors. This is so colorful, and I like this pose. We've got a Pegasus here, and yeah, mine definitely over here has a like yellow discoloration. I think it really looks like someone put like highlighter on it or something. And this one is like, I mean, when I get the hair back, then it's like pristine. There's nothing. I don't see anything. There's a tiny like thing on the cheek, and there's maybe a tiny rub mark of the blush, but she is definitely an upgrade. I'm not someone who like specifically seeks out upgrades for my ponies, because I'm happy with the first ones I received. But if it is in a lot and it is in a better condition, then I might just switch it out, and the other one can then find a new home. Because, like, you know, at Toyplosion, for example, I definitely plan to bring ponies to Toyplosion when I sell there again. So yeah, first pony of this lot, Sweet Pop, was like, oh good, absolutely an upgrade. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, she is definitely not an upgrade or anything, because I think mine is in a pretty okay condition. And this is also not a rare pony. This was released here. Another Twinkle Eye pony, Sweet Stuff. It's definitely one of the first ponies that I ever showed, I think, on my channel or something. But she is very prone to have pony cancer, and she also does have a couple of spots. So she will definitely get the hydrogen peroxide treatment. But her eyes are also fine, maybe a tiny bit dropped off, but not really a lot. Hair also not cut. I mean, they did not have super long hair or anything. And the tail, oh, what's that? There's a little hair band. Let's see, is this a hairband that I can use? Sweet secrets! Sweet secrets! Okay. Apparently this comes from the Sweet Secrets line. This is not a pony line, this is another toy line. Sweet Secrets, those are the small dolls that you know, you could transform from little, like, you know, like it looks like a little compact or a little jewelry thing or so. You can open them up, and then out comes a little head and some arms, etc. I only have one Sweet Secrets. Apparently this comes from this toy line. I don't know what exactly it was. Sweet Secrets, but it is from around the same time. Sweet Secrets, mid 80s, I would also say, maybe until the late 80s, maybe early 90s. I only have one of them. This is cute. This is, sometimes it's so surprising if, like, someone, you know, had these ponies, and this is probably in the tail since, like, I don't know, since the time the child played with her. I just wanted to say also, tail not cut, no tail rust, other than she has like some, like this one definitely is probably the biggest pony cancer spot, and then some others like this could also be pony cancer. Sometimes you can just, I will probably do a like same what I do with retrobriding. Also, like, the body is a little discolored from the head. No, not too bad. I mean, from the side you see it a little more. So definitely not in the best condition, but also definitely not a rare pony or anything. This is a very cool surprise. Sweet Secret. Yeah, this is, I sometimes mix up Little Secrets and Sweet Secrets, but Little Secrets are the little dolls that had something in their hair, little accessories, and Sweet Secrets are the Transformer dolls. So, yeah. Okay, maybe there's more surprises in there. Not a surprise, but at least in the surprise pose, we have Sugar Apple. Oh, she looks so good. Oh my god, the hair is still like Factory Girl. I have this pony. But mine also, yeah, this is an upgrade for mine. Mine always had a head and body discoloration. I tried to retrobride the head a little bit. It got a tiny bit better maybe, but it got back to, I mean, maybe I can get her out. Yeah, here. It's not super bad, but she had really bad hair when I got her. And I even made a video with her. How I, you know, get the hair nice and all of that, style the hair. And she looks fine, but I think it depends. Because this is the new one here, she has a couple of spots here, but I don't know, it's like it never super bothered me, but maybe the head and body has a slight difference. Just, I think, I mean, maybe this one has it as well. I can't really tell. I have to, but look at those, look at those curls, Factory Curl. And probably when I take this out, I mean it already, because so probably still also the Factory Curl in here a little bit, and this little curly. Also a pony, although released in Europe here or in Germany, that you don't find all the time. I especially in general think this pony set is not one of the most common pony sets. It's actually from the middle of the line, so year 7, so 88, 89. But there were so many sets at this point out that I have the feeling, yeah, maybe not all ponies are equally were equally distributed, or also not equally popular with children when they bought them. But such a good pony. So I was like, okay, even maybe this might be an upgrade. I have to wash this first and I can really see if it is. But I never had any of those. I didn't even say it. It's a candy curl. So it's a candy curl pony. Sugar apple here. Never had one of them that had still the factory curls, because I mean, if you start to brush, I mean, it just looks. And all of mine are recurled. And this was one of my Grail ponies for the longest time. Like I think last year, or is it even 2 years ago? I don't remember exactly. Finally bought it. Finally pulled the trigger, bought it for quite a lot. Also from the US. And now it's just here in this full box of good ponies for $45. Like, well, you never know. And she also has, yeah, she also has the factory curl still. Oh my god, and she also looks good. There is some smudges here, which I don't know, probably get off. Actually also 2 pony sets. She still smells! Oh my god, I didn't notice it. Yes. Sweet. Oh my god, that's I think one of the only ponies now that I have that smells. So if I get her to a really nice condition, then I will keep her, because she smells. I think she also does smell a little bit, because she doesn't smell like a normal, you know, pony. Like, I don't know, yeah, it smells different. This has a little scent still. Not a lot, but Mint Dreams. Oh my god, gingerbread pose. Here you can see there's a little mud, like, I don't know what this is. Looks like nail polish or something. I probably get this off. Oh my god, another candy cane. Curl pony, candy cane curl pony. And also again, year 7, so 88, 89. And one of the 6 ponies that was not released in Europe. So we had this pony. We had these 4 ponies that were released here, like Sugar Apple, for example, was one of them. But Mint Dreams wasn't. So Mint Dreams and what's the other one? Where are they? Ah yeah, and Lemon Treats. Lemon Treats was also not released here. I also have it, but mine has like cut hair, but at least. These were the 2 ponies of the set that is, like, I call it US exclusive, but you know, don't quote me on that. Because I guess Canada probably also had them. So I could have waited and this would be the perfect lot, but I mean, you never know. I mean, then sometimes you are like waiting in forever. And I mean, I saw this pony back then as a separate purchase and it was fine. Now I have it again. Both of them look good. Mine is also in a really nice condition. So let's see how the factory curl looks after I wash and style it. If really the factory curl comes nicely back, I might keep it, but it really depends. I think mine does not smell. This has a little scent. I think that's just one more pony in this box. Yeah, but a very simple one. So nothing, ooh, yeah, and condition wise, ooh. And I saw a saddle. Ah, yeah. And the Pretty Parlor saddle, or is it? No, it's not the Pretty Parlor, is it? Well, I think it is. It's, I think, and this is not even peachy. No, it was actually cotton candy. Not a flat foot. Foot. No, a normal concave foot. Cotton candy, year 2. So yes, one of the earliest ponies here in my haul from today. But she is very discolored. And she is even, you know, sticky. I mean, the side is a little better still, but yeah, but no haircut. That is nice. There's no haircut. not even, you know, tail rust. It's really just super discolored and sticky and, you know, plastic breaking down. Let's see. Something like this, sometimes it's easy to fix. Sometimes really just put her in hydrogen peroxide in the sun or in the UV light, whatever you have on hand, and you can get this back. It's just the question of, do I get it really to the same color that the head is? Let's see. Of course, I have cotton candies. I have a couple different ones from, you know, different countries. So I don't need this pony. I have a flat foot one. Sure, I will compare if this has maybe a different eye color or something like that. But yeah, she was, I mean, the least good one in this box. Okay, now I have like one small package there and like technically 3 big ones. I know what's in the small one, definitely, because this is like the kind of the highlight of this haul. Should I do it? Should I leave this for the end as a big? No. I think I'm opening it now. It's a good idea. I open this one now. This is definitely, it's probably the most expensive vintage item I've ever bought. And it is one of the most expensive ponies. Maybe not the most expensive pony, but it's up there. And it's not even a pony. And whenever I say that, you can guess what it is, right? I say it's a pony, but it's not a pony. It's a pony friend. Yeah. And if you have been following my, you know, pony unboxings and my journey in collecting and all of that, you are probably like, wait, does she has this and this and this, and is this really? Is it really the last pony friend that I'm missing to complete the set, the 2 sets of the pony friends? Yes, it is. Let's have a look. I know that this is the only like separate pony that I bought here. Okay, from the US, not released over here. The Pony Friends were not released in Europe anyways. Okay, I'm so excited. Seriously, I was like, this pony never comes, or this toy never comes up for cheap. I have a, like, you know, search for it on eBay for like years, and it's always too expensive. But in December, as I already said it, I was like really like anxious about this. What about this GPSR thing? If people are not really offering up like stuff from outside of the European Union anymore, and am I ever be able to get my hands on it? And then I saw this listing on eBay, and it was really, really expensive, but the seller made me even offer. And the offer came to, it was like 50 euros less than the initial listing price. And I think it was already reduced. So it was already like, I don't know what, 10% off at that point. And I pulled the trigger. I think it's not in a 100% good condition, but there might be a little discoloration or something, but let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's Oakley? It's Oakley. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's really nicely wrapped here, the hair and all. So you see it was definitely a collector who sold this pony. That's not a pony because it's a moose. Oh, she looks really good. Why did I ever? Because there's a tiny bit of head and body discoloration. But that's all. The hair is so nice and shiny, and there's no spot, a tiny bit in the symbol, but oh my god. I can't believe that I finally have this toy. Yes, the Pony Friends are a set, or actually 2 sets, always released with 4 of them. which are not ponies technically. It is still the My Little Pony line, Hasbro, all of that. Actually from year 6, so that means it was released at probably like 87, 88. The second set of the Pony Friends that came with Cutiosaurus, the dinosaur, with Cha-Cha, the llama, with Edgar the elephant, and with Oakley the moose. Look at that! Look at these antlers. And oh, I have never had one in my hands. You mostly, you see it like this or like this or like this. It has separate ears behind. Which makes sense because these are not the ears, these are the antlers. Oh, is that cute? And the little mouth that looks little like more, thick other than a pony. And the eyes. Oh, and it has little leaves. The symbols are just leaves on the body. A little bit, they all are a little bit more like twice as fancy. But look at this shiny hair. I paid a lot for this. Not gonna lie, that was a lot. Should I say how much I paid? If you can find it for a really good price, or you're like, oh, I actually found this recently for $2 at the flea market. Great for you. I paid 250 euros. And this is before shipping and before whatever came on top, because I even had to pay something at the door for this pony, which is not a pony. The last most expensive one, most expensive ones, both of them were, I think, Cha-Cha and also the dinosaur, Cutiosaurus. Cutiosaurus is my favorite of the set because it's a dinosaur. But Cutiosaurus is actually not the most expensive one. I would definitely say Oakley is the most expensive one. I can't believe I worked for so many years on this pony set to get it finally complete. I technically think it's one set, but it was released in 2 different years. So first set of 4 and then the second set of 4. And the second set is even rarer, which is why those are, commanding the highest prices. There's definitely ponies that are more expensive than this, but I think it's an outrageously silly high price. But as I said, I had a search on eBay for whenever this search term comes up, and it is never cheaper than that. It is even offered for higher than that. 300 is maybe a normal price for it, and then it was already a little bit reduced. I got almost then, I think more, because it was almost 250, a little less. And then shipping wasn't even that much for this pony. I think the shipping was like $18 or something. So, and then I had to pay something at the door, so yeah, yippee yay. But I don't know, I don't think that I would have ever gotten this for a much cheaper price, and now I don't need to think about it anymore. I have it. It's probably not obtainable for everyone, and I try to buy like toys, vintage toys for affordable prices, but if I want to have certain things like that are really important to my collection, and I need to pay sometimes these prices, and I'm honest with you. And I have really paid a lot in the last month for all of these ponies. I was desperate. I was really like, what if I can never buy anything from like the US again? I need to order this and then this and then this, and maybe silly. Think about me, whatever you want. It's my favorite pony set of all times, and it just happened to be an expensive set that was not released here. So let's get to some other boxes. We have also this box here. Let's have a look what's in there. So definitely one of the lots that were offered exactly like this. What do we have in here? Yeah, this is actually, I think it was the first lot that I purchased just because it was such a good price. I think there's only doubles in this lot for me, but a couple of ponies that were maybe not released here or something that I might be able to either trade with people here in Germany, Europe, whatever, or I bring to the Toyplosion or something. But it was just, I think 5 ponies, and this was like, I think I wrote it down. Yeah, $16. And then I think the only thing that came on top was shipping. So this was a very inexpensive thing. I was like, I was watching it for a couple of days, and then I was just like, just gonna buy it. I cannot even remember, for some of the other lots I also got like an offer. Maybe this was also one of them that I got a better offer, but can't exactly remember. Let's start. So yeah, not a rare pony, not a US pony or anything, just the Twice as Fancy Sundance is in here. So Sundance is the pony that was always released together with Megan, you know, the little doll, the friends of the ponies. And this is the last release, so Megan and Sundance had a Twice as Fancy theming, so the symbol is all over the body, same as the Megan's dress would also have the little symbols all over the dress, and also it's the Megan doll that has the different face mold. This one is a little later, so this is year 7, so it's more like 88, 89, from around that time. She has this one streak of hair in the middle that appears white, but this is a UV changing hair, and I can already see it. This is never in good condition anymore. You cannot get it to a good condition, so this is a specific hair type. You can try whatever you want with conditioner and with, you know, flat iron, all of that. You will never get this too nice again, but this other hair is the fading pink, and you can obviously get this nice, and it also, I think, has a couple of these streaks in the tail. So let's see. Looks fine. Maybe a little bit of retro braiding, and but mine is, I think, in a better condition concerning the hair. She was just in there, so it's fine. What else do we have here? Ah yeah, a classic firefly with the glittery symbols. They look good. Maybe a little light, but not a lot rubbed off. Obviously missing the tail, but the mane is there. The full length of the mane is there. Nothing is cut, so I can just plug in a new tail. Super easy. I have this exact color. I think it's even called Firefly, the one that I have. There's a little bit of, I think, dirt on the wing, but it looks like this would probably be easy to remove with a, you know, magic eraser. This is the normal Firefly that was released in the US, so it should be the Hong Kong Firefly. Yeah, just very normal. I have this pony. I also have an Italy version. There is actually also a variant with longer hair. I mean, I have to check if mine is the longer hair variant, because I think there were two variants of this pony. One from year 2 and one from year 3. And one has longer hair with a little bit curly, wavy. And one is the one, this should be definitely the one with the short hair. But I think mine is the short hair variant as well. So there's the glittery symbols. They look fine. So all I have to do is put in a nice tail, and we have a wonderful firefly. The body is also nice, not discolored, so a little bit of dirt in the tail. Okay. Oops. Yeah, she's able to stand. What's this? Oh, this is actually, that's a good pony. That's not one that you find here in Germany all the time. There were definitely releases of the sparkle ponies in Europe. The UK definitely had them, and there were probably more countries that had them, but I'm pretty sure Germany never saw these pretty ponies here. They're so cool. They are slightly translucent, have like glitter embedded in them, and also have tinsel in the hair. This is it Twinkler or is it Sparkler? It's Twinkler, I think, because Sparkler, there's two other ponies that are called Sparkler. One early unicorn pony and one from the merry-go-round ponies, but then this one is the other name, Twinkler. And Twinkler, Sparkler, it's all the same. Unfortunately, it's just a normal release. It's not the mail order one. The mail order one would have a little like symbol somewhere on the cheek, I think somewhere here. Not sure if I could see that in the picture, if I was maybe hoping that it would be the mail order one, because I have this pony. I actually have it rehaired. Mine is a rehaired version. So I could change that, then I could, because I probably can get this tinsel nice again and all, and then I could check which one is in better condition, or if I like my rehaired version better, or if I like this version better. I like both, but this one is also super nice. Sometimes these ponies are like a little, when they start to discolor, you know, then they sometimes get less translucent and, you know, a little, you know, darker and all. This is so nice. The symbol is actually just a bunch of, you know, like a star cluster or something, or some fireworks. I don't even actually know what it is supposed to be, but it's lots of sparkly, glittery things because it's such a small, tiny symbol, and then the sparkles in between that you cannot exactly make everything out. But yeah, super cute. The set is from a little later, like year 7, so 88, 89. Right in the middle of the line. So Pegasus, very good pony. Definitely think no matter if I take like keep this one or I keep the one that I rehaired, I will definitely find a new home for this because it's not a variant that I would necessarily keep. Okay, gosh, so many ponies here. I know. 2 more ponies in this box, I think. This is just a Pony Bride. Super classic, one of the most common ponies and one of the most also beloved ponies from children back then. Pony Bride became Pony of the Year, I think in 1990 in the German Pony magazine. Children voted for it, so that tells me this was such a popular pony. She looks to be in good condition. She has a very dirty head, but I don't think it's discolored. I mean, she's a white pony. I mean, you see the dirt a lot. The hair is super nice. No tail rust. No spots. I have even 2 Pony Brides. There's actually another version of Pony Bride, which is the Bridal Beauty. She looks very similar, just has a different wedding themed symbol. But no, this is the first one. This is actually Pony Bride. Super lovely pose. Not too many ponies released in this pose, but she's absolutely a classic. Released everywhere, and but rather late, so more like year 8, so that means 90, 89, 90. Probably, as I said, Pony of the Year 1990, I think. So absolutely not a rare pony, but if she's in good condition, I mean, she's so pretty. So where should I put her? She is pretty tall. Oh, let's put her just here. One more. What else is in here? Which pony is in here? This is actually also a good pony, which I was like, oh, and this is included also in this $16 pony lot. It is a second set Princess Pony. The only one that I already have. I definitely paid more. I bought mine when I was in the US for €40 in a, you know, vintage toy store thing. And sure, this one also doesn't look very good. The tinsel is, oh my goodness. But I can manage. I'm very sure I can manage. And Princess Dawn is this. So you might know the Princess ponies. They are always very tinsely. They have a lot of tinsel. And they always have these metallic looking additional symbols that are not part of the normal pony body. They're not sculpted, they're not just painted. They really have something inset into the body. So these gem symbols. And there's this first set of Princess ponies that I have for a very long time. Also some of my favorite ponies in this set. There's even German variants and all of that. Definitely released all over the world. But the second set never came here. So those are somewhat expensive. I think this is the one that is even over here a little less expensive. Sometimes you find it, I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure it was not released here. This is Princess Dawn. The second set ponies of the Princess line came out in year 6, so 87, 88, the first year ponies, first released Princess ponies 1 year earlier. The second set Princess ponies have this one tuft of hair in the forehead here that only has tinsel. There's just tinsel in there. And then as the other ponies also in between. Doesn't look very good, but also here, I just think she's dirty. I think she is not discolored or anything. And I'm pretty sure I can find a good nice new home. I can even check if mine is better or whatever once I have dealt with this. Yes, how can you get this back? Actually, people think the tinsel would melt. It doesn't. It doesn't melt. You can treat it the same way you treat the rest of the nylon pony hair. If you use a flat iron on the lowest heating level, so mine is the lowest is 150 degrees Celsius. I'm talking about Celsius. Don't know what that would be in Fahrenheit, but and then you can, you know, when it's wet and all of that, you have brushed through it. You can go through it with a flat iron, and it will be getting better, not 100%, but it will be looking better than this. So Princess Dawn. So that was an interesting lot actually to me. So, and for this $16, I mean, I paid definitely more because I think that probably came a little more than 20 euro definitely on top of that, which is more than the actual price, but still that makes every pony still like very inexpensive. And for like some of these ponies, I'm like, these are not very easy to find in Germany. So I'm happy to then give those to a new home, trade them with people, or as I said, bring them with me to Toyplosion. I actually never really think about just buying ponies or something for reselling. This box was kind of one of those occasions where I was like, should I just ignore this good pony box for these good prices? But even if I sell them at Toyplosion, my prices will be probably just like normal pony prices. So I would never go like super high or anything, because when I sell at this one toy show, I'm just selling at this one toy show, then it's like mostly my doubles and, you know, but I'm happy to just give those like toys to other collectors for good prices, so that they're happy that I got a steal, like a good price and all of that, because I would be happy about that. That's why I want to give this experience to others. I'm really not want to make money with reselling, same as I'm not making money with my YouTube. My videos are not monetized. When you see a lot of advertisement, that's just YouTube putting the advertisement there. That's not me. I'm not getting money for anything. So 2 more boxes. One of them is actually already unboxed, and there's one pony in there I actually remember that I bought separately. This one. This is like the only pony that I bought not from the US. This comes from France to me. This is a North Star. This is the non-so-soft version of North Star. And I recently discovered that you can actually be very lucky with all sorts of vintage toys actually on Vinted, since Vinted has now opened up the borders so that from Germany I can also purchase stuff from France and from Italy. And especially France, I think, has very good prices for some things. Definitely cheaper than Germany for certain types of toys. And I ordered this one together with one of the Magic Troll babies, which I don't show you in this haul because you wanted a pony haul, not a mixed haul. The shipping is also so inexpensive because you can do it when you buy it over the Vinted system. It's just like, and you're using these, for example, like from France and from Italy to Germany, I can use this UPS Flexbox thing. Then I have to, then it's not delivered to my home, but it's getting delivered to a specific UPS box. And it's just 1 or 2 euro. It's like not even 2 euros, it's 1 euro something. Shipping from France and shipping from Italy, oh my God. Of course I'm now taking advantage of that. And this is one of the ponies that was the first thing that I bought together with one of those Magic Troll babies. It is a European pony, though I think the set was not directly released in Germany. That's why it's not one of the most common ponies in Germany. It's from the Movie Star set from year 4, so that means 85, 86. That's when the My Little Pony movie was also out. Which featured some of these characters, but it was more like actually what it was actually is a set of 6 ponies that in the US were all released with flocking. And in Europe we didn't get any ponies with flocking, so they released some of these ponies just without flocking, and 6 of them are in this movie Star set, and it's North Star. So the US variant has flocking, so it's so soft, and the European one is without flocking, which I highly prefer. So I actually have a so soft version of this. Mine is not in the best condition, but I never thought that I would need to deflock it because I knew there is a non so soft version of it. I only paid €7 for this pony, you know, and the shipping was like €2 or something, together with another toy in there. I can't complain. I'm super happy I didn't have this pony, and I think this is one of the ponies that you always find for around this price. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, something like that. This is one of the, especially if you look, you know, from France, etc. It's absolutely not an expensive pony, but it's so cute. It's actually a baby North Star. Let's grab this one. Here, it's the first tooth baby. Oh, they look so nice together. Look at them. Super accurate colors, absolutely the same colors. I mean, baby North Star is maybe a tiny bit more vibrant. So that was a pony that I didn't buy directly in a lot, but rather in a, you know, I bundled another toy with it. So I guess in the future I will definitely buy more on Vinted as long as the system is still like it is right now. But not everyone is selling like this. So not everybody wants to just me just to push the buy now on Vinted button and then it goes over the system. Some people prefer to do it not over the system, but then you have to pay way more shipping. So I look out for the people who have no information in their profiles about I'm not doing the system, the don't buy over the system or something. And when I see there's lots of people who have bought and given like positive feedbacks, also from other countries, then I'm like, yeah, I think this person is doing it over the system and like I can just buy it. I have bought a handful of more like things like that are not ponies. Also one pony lot recently. That's the one that hasn't arrived yet. So this is a very good alternative to you know, eBay and to, you know, the just German you know, Kleinanzeigen, for example. Okay, let's get to this box maybe. Another big lot, or is it? No, what is it? Okay, seems like all ponies are in this bag. Oh, this is such a good lot. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. It was not super cheap, but I won the auction, and for the ponies that are in there, it is such a good price. It is such a good price. I was like, whoa, when I won this auction. I won this auction for $102. There's 5 ponies in there. For example, another pony from the second set of princess ponies. This one is Princess Pristina. Oh, and she looks so good. She even has, oh, what's that? I have no idea what that means. There's like a lot of numbers on this. Here it says Princess Pony 80 irgendwas set to Princess Pristina. It even says the name. So I guess this probably also comes either from a very thorough seller or from a collector. But look at her. Her tinsel is not like, you know, weirdly. Oh, there's even, what is that? Oh, it has a, it's not the hair, it's not the clip, it's another hair clip, but is it also a My Little Pony clip? I have to check where this like starfish clip, probably from a separate accessory set. But yeah, her hair is super nice, and also someone braided, and she looks so clean. Yeah, so I was talking about the second set of Princess Pony just quickly before. Here we have another one, and this is one of the more expensive ones, definitely. And I'm so happy. As I said, I only ever had this from the second set of Princess Ponies. Now I have another one, Princess Pristina, year 6, so 87, 88. Her symbol is this, I mean, they all have just these, you know, gems. This is a square or a, I don't know what you call this. Upside down square. Yeah, I mean, one of the most expensive things about these ponies is also their little crown hair clips. I don't think that it's in there, but Wow, with this color already. Wow, 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 wow. What else? Yes, another one of the second set of the Princess Ponies. This is Princess... I don't want to look at the name. I mean, it's probably on there. Princess... Is it Moonbeam? Let me quickly check. Moondust. Sorry, not Moonbeam. Princess Moondust. Okay. Her hair is... Her tinsel is a little bit more frizzy, but as I said, I can get along. Like, I can totally fix that. And oh, I love her symbol. I love this because it has this rosy tint. Oh, this is beautiful. I love them. These ponies technically are in normal pony poses, so like this would be like the posy pose, but they look a little different. I think they have new molded heads. I don't know why, because technically it wouldn't have been needed, but they all look a little bit different to the normal poses. So this would be technically the surprise pose, but also the head looks a little bit different. It's a little bigger. Do I have another pony in the surprise pose here? I don't know if you notice it. I totally notice it. It looks a little bit different. I think they got new heads that are just, I think, remolded or something. But yeah. She has, is this actually, I think this is even fading pink hair. I'm not 100% sure. But it might be, and if it is so nice and pink. Because it looks like the fading pink. Oh, a little bit of paint rub on the cheek. But other than that, look at this beauty! Oh my god! Can she stand? Really nicely, really nicely. Okay, what else do we have here? Another one. And I can give it away. All of these, this whole bag is only second set Princess Ponies, not the full set because it's just 5. And yes, there's a double in there for me, so one I am still missing, but here we have another one. Here we have, oh my goodness, I don't remember this name. I don't remember her name. Misty? Princess Misty? Yeah, Princess Misty. This is Princess Misty, and also, oh my god, she is so pretty. I can't even tell which pose this is. Is it a unicorn pose? I don't know. I'm like a little weirded out because I cannot tell which pose this is. It's definitely something remolded. Either the body or the head looks different because it's not. Let's have a look. I don't have many. There's no unicorn in this whole, I can't believe it. So it's not the Gusty pose, right? Or is it the Gusty pose? No, it can't be the Gusty pose because Gusty is definitely looking a little to the side. Is it this pose? Or at least meant to be this pose? It's very similar. I think it is a remold of this pose here. But just a little bit different. The head is a little different. But if you look at the legs, that's what I mean. These ponies are technically in existing molds, but they look a little different. But look at her, she's so pretty. So she has a gold symbol with a super rich purple, like glittery rhinestone thingy. Her hair is pink and she's got purple tinsel. Oh, look at this. I mean, this really looks not familiar to me whatsoever, this pony pose. But yeah, Princess Misty, unicorn, also second set of Princess Pony, year 6, 87, 88. Wow. Oh my god. She's probably almost one of my, almost my favorite, because she is in such a unique pose. Not necessarily, but she just looks so different. There's no space anymore. This is the double. Yeah, another Princess Dawn. How would you believe that? I got mine like 2 or 3 years ago, And since then I have not gotten any second set of princess ponies anymore because they're so expensive over here, because the second set was not released definitely not in Germany. I don't think in Europe at all. And now I have the whole set here, and I even have 2 Princess Dawn doubles. Yeah. So she's just very dirty, might have 1 or 2 spots that I'm not sure, but she is like very good condition. Just super nice. But you've just seen her. Princess Dawn. Super, super cute. But yeah, kind of a triple, because I have actually 1 in my collection already. And now I have even 2, like a double in this haul. And this is the last one. Yes, Princess Taffeta is not in the slot. The blue one, which might even be the most expensive one of the set, this is not in the slot. So I'm still missing 1 of the second set of Princess Ponies. Here we've got Princess Sunspot? No. Sunbeam. Princess Sunbeam, I think. Check quickly. Sunbeam, yeah. She also is, yeah, she's in a Tootsie pose, but also looks somewhat different. Oh, I love her hair color. Here they actually really chose a contrasting tinsel. So she's got super bright yellow hair, but normally they choose a similar tinsel, but this time they really chose a pink tinsel. Completely different, and also super, like, not, super straight. That's what I want to say. If the tinsel is still super straight, then you see it's still in such a good condition. But you can get these super crinkly tinsel to a quite straight state again if you use the curling iron on a very low setting. You can do that. She has a round symbol. Okay, so Princess Sunbeam. Yeah, not Sunspot. There's another pony in this pose called Sunspot from the Sparkle Ponies, and there's actually another pony called Sunbeam from the first Rainbow Ponies. Not Rainbow. Just from the first Unicorn Ponies, actually, yeah. But they don't look alike whatsoever. They just share a name, and she's a princess. So, oh God, oh my goodness. So, for $100, I think this is a good price. Of course, shipping came on top, but that's not even all. Because there is accessories. There is princess accessories, but not from the second set of Princess Ponies. I believe there might be some combs or something, but I think most of it is from the first set of Princess Ponies. But those accessories are also pretty expensive on its own. Let's have a look. Oh, nice. So we have 1 comb. This is the typical style of the Princess Pony combs, first set and second set, glitter embedded. And definitely you have to look for the small glitter or more glitter, because if you have one that has less splotches of glitter in there, then this is from the glittery Sweetheart Sisters, but this is definitely from the Princess Ponies. It could be from the color, I think it could be one that is from the second set. I just have to check, because in the second set I think there were even 2 that had like aqua, green, blue, turquoise-ish combs. So I have to check. This might be from the second set, but I'm not even sure. And I might even have this one. And then there is 2 of the wands. And I don't think that I have these colors. This is amazing. I love these wands so much. They are also, of course, they have glitter embedded in them. They are, hey, come on. I'm not the focus. These wands are the focus. Like super, super lovely yellow, and also this aqua color. So I don't think that I have these colors. I love them. They're also so big. When you just see them, you're thinking like, oh, they may be tiny ones or something. They're big. So we have a pony next to them. It's a huge accessory. The mold is so fantastic. It's so whimsical. Look, these stars. Not just the glitters, there's also directly stars in the mold. And then, the only unfortunate thing is that the ponies cannot hold them. I mean, ponies don't have hands or anything, and you cannot stick them to anything that the ponies are holding them. Oh, here's a small wand. This is not pony. I don't know what that is. I mean, maybe it's a G3 pony or something. I have to check about that, but I'm very sure it's nothing from G1. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of the damsel heads from the first Princess Pony set. And I'm also pretty sure that I don't have all of them. I definitely have a purple one. I can see that from here. But the others I might not have. So this looks like it's actually the same. Yeah, it's the exact same color. The ribbons with the gold edge. Oh, this elastic is not elastic anymore. This neither. Then there's a light pink one. I'm very sure I don't have a light pink one. What about this elastic? Ah, this is still elastic. Oh my goodness. And here we have a purple one, which I think I do have. So I think I have a similar color, but mine is more normal blue. This is a little more green. But yeah, purple I'm very sure I do have. And no, this is also not elastic anymore. But these heads alone are sometimes like 15 euro or 10 euro or something like that. So I think this lot was definitely worth it. It's a very good price. Oh my goodness, we have so many ponies here, but I have one more box that I have already unboxed. This is what I left for last. I have also already like cleaned them, so they are in quite nice condition. I have them in this box. I technically have them in a box, but I had them already stored away because when this lot arrived, because I always have a look in actually the package. Oh, what is it actually? Okay, these are these ponies. Put it away for the next unboxing. But with this lot, I was immediately noticing like, ooh, what is this? This has stained. Ooh, this has stained. Oh my goodness. I recorded it. Here you go. Okay. I usually wait for the unboxings really, but I always have a look in the box. What arrived? Like, what is it? Yeah, it's the lot of those ponies that I bought. Let me look, because I remembered some of them have these, or like almost all of them have these weird, black spots under their hooves, that was the main thing where I was first also hesitant to buy this lot, but in the end I like this lot. So I was like, maybe I can get it off, or it doesn't really matter, because a lot of times when you just put the pony like this, you don't even see it. But 3 of them are so soft. And that really doesn't look as nice. So I immediately took this one into the bathroom, and see, it gets way better. So it must be pretty fresh. Someone must have put it on pretty freshly, not super long ago. It was probably not put on by the original owner or something like that. Probably maybe in the thrift store, as they wanted, with 2 hoofs marked maybe $2 or something. I don't know. But the issue is that in the package, because they were all in here, it has smudged onto the other ponies. For this one, it was just 1 hoof, but the behind leg was also smudged with black. Here has completely come off, because I think when it's just on the surface, on the flocking, then you can get it still off, but the remainings there are already down to the, vinyl. But with the ponies that don't have flocking, they have it now partially on their bodies. Can you see that? It was worse, so I was able to wash a lot off, but it has now these stains. This pony has it as well on this side. This here. Luckily, the white pony doesn't have it. This one was safe. But I'm like, now probably I will already work on the ponies. I will also try to get it off on this one as best as possible. That's why I'm not waiting and not putting them back in the box. And try to, because this pony also has a little bit of here. Probably I will already try to retro-bride them, or at least these spots, maybe, as they are, I think, still pretty fresh, because I think this just happened in the box when they were laying like this, and the hooves smudged onto the rest of the other bodies. But that's the reason why I don't have this box for you to unbox, and I'm already working on the ponies, and in the video I guess you will see them already in the best condition as possible. So I immediately was like, no, 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 no. I cannot just leave them in the box because I think some of the hooves have stained onto the other ponies. There's a couple of So Softs and a couple of normal non So Soft ponies in there from the US. It was also quite a good price, this whole lot, because with this lot it made also sense. There's a couple of ponies in that I don't have, and a couple of good doubles and a couple of upgrades. So I figured, yeah, good thing. But all of these ponies, except for the babies, the two baby ponies, but all of the adult ponies, you saw it, have these weird dark spots under their hooves. And those looked super fresh. And they have definitely stained onto the bodies of some of the other ponies, and I've not really gotten rid of all of that. This is actually just a double, but it is in nice condition. Apart from it has also a little bit of dark stains here. This is Sunlight, year 2 rainbow pony. Very classic rainbow pony. I actually only have a rehaired version, so I could technically also keep this one because this has, the hair is ultimately nice. But this pony has this, and this is, this is definitely from all of these hooves. You know, especially the So Softs. On the So Soft ponies, this marker did not really go into the plastic or anything. It just sat on top of the flocking, like, I don't know, whatever, here, something like that. And it easily came off and rubbed onto the other ponies. This pony has just a little bit here, I think, and maybe on the, no, I think this is the only space where it has it. The symbol, there's a tiny bit of rub here, but not too bad. So this otherwise would be a really nice pony. So I still think someone would like it if I don't decide to keep it, because I also like my rehaired version. But yeah, you already saw this pony because I was this is such a nice So Soft pony, and I don't have it. So this was one of the reasons why, oh my goodness, yes, and she is in a very, very nice condition flocking wise. She's not yellowed underneath. She has a couple of just, you know, these things where you see the flocking has come off. Someone scratched all over it or something. And with this pony you can still see a little bit of this you know, dark mark, but it almost came off. There's almost nothing left. It's just a little bit left that has gotten into the vinyl, I think. And I think there's even, you cannot really see it, but it looks like something was also written with a biro underneath. So maybe a name. So maybe a person just covered the name of the child, and I don't know what it is. By the way, I didn't even say it. This is Skippity Doo. Skippity Doo is, yeah, So Soft pony from the first set of the So Soft ponies. Though it is one of the second wave of the first set. The US had these flocked ponies, and definitely also Canada and maybe some other regions of the world, but mostly over Europe. I think we didn't have any of those. I said it with the movie star ponies. We had here the North Star. Some of them were released as unflocked versions in Europe, but just a fraction of them. Skippity Doo, for example, never. We didn't have any like way to get this pony. Her symbol is actually like I think a jumping rope, if I'm not mistaken. And she also has this nice green color and this super neon hot red hair. The So Soft set was actually the biggest set in the US. They are from year 4, so 85, 86, and I don't know, they had like, I think like 22 ponies in this first set, where some of the characters were ones that were released before without flocking, like Posy or like Heartthrob, etc. A couple of ponies were completely new, like Skippity Doo. This whole like 22 pony set was kind of released in 2 waves in this year. Like I think 16 at first, and then like, or I don't know how many, 6, whatever, a lot at first, and then like maybe just 6 or something as a second wave, but still in this first year, so like 85, 86. And then there was a second set that came then in year 5, and those are the really rare ones. No, but this is from kind of the second wave of the first set. Also one that is a little more on the rarer side. I don't see it that often, and especially a character not available whatsoever without flocking. And this is such a nice flocking. I will of course not deflock this pony. I am always happy to deflock ponies because I technically think deflocked ponies look often better than flocked ponies, but the flocking is so nice. This looks stunning, then I don't need it. But mostly flocking has come off, it's really dirty, and underneath the pony is yellowed. The glue has yellowed. Then I'm happy to deflock. What else have we here? Another flocked pony, another So Soft. This is Hippity Hop. These names. Same as Skippity Doo, also from this second wave of the first set of So Soft ponies. I actually do have this pony, but this is in such a better condition. She is also so nice. She has these little bunnies. There's maybe a little yellowing going on here, but yeah, she would actually have a fading, like pink hair. It's fading. The tail is still a little pink, but the mane has almost come to complete white, which is still super pretty. Here you can see the flocking is coming off a little, but it's just thinner. It's not necessarily rubbed off, and it's definitely not yellowed underneath or anything. Look at these two hoofs were the ones that were black. There's definitely something written. There's definitely a name or something. But look at how nice it actually looks, because most of this marker was, as I said, just on the flocking, and it then smudged off to the other ponies. Yeah, great. Because they were loose in the box. They're just you know, rubbing onto each other. But this is in such a better condition than mine. So then I have one that is flocked, and I can deflock my other one. I'm so excited to deflock this because this is such a, if you look there, look what's underneath, such a hot dark pink color. This will look so gorgeous. But this will keep the flocking. This is so nice. So I would not deflock this whatsoever. By the way, I didn't even say that. This pony is also special because it is in this pose, in the rearing pose, which no ponies were released in this pose in Europe. So only a couple of So Softs actually had this pose. So what else? And let's get to the last So Soft of this box. Yeah, it is the So Soft version of North Star. Look at this, and this is also in such a good flocking condition. And I think for this one, I completely got this weird black thing off, and you see there was a name underneath. So yeah, maybe some, like, we cannot read the name. Kelzo? Rezo? I don't know. But some child put the name, and then I maybe guess someone just covered the names when they, I don't know, donated those ponies or whatever. But I don't know, it looked pretty fresh to me, and you see I got it normally off with just washing and rubbing with, you know, soap and all of that. And yeah, such a good condition. It might be the pony, the flocked pony that I have that's in the best condition. I mean, if a So Soft pony looks like this, then I'm happy to have it with flocking. And here's the contrast. This is what the pony would look underneath the flocking. So I technically prefer this, but this is also just, I mean, super nice. But also the unfortunate thing with So Soft ponies is the symbol is also always a little bit, you know, covered. You cannot really see the details as much and all of that. While here, I mean, you see that's a compass. So I'm all over in general not the biggest fan of So Softs, but I keep warming up to them when they're in really nice condition. As I said, usually I'm not really picky with ponies, but with So Softs I'm picky, because when they don't look good, then they just don't look good. Then it's so much nicer if I can just deflock them. Oh my goodness, too many ponies. 3 more ponies in this box. No So Softs, but a magic message. So Windy, magic message pony Windy from the magic message set. So not the Windy from the, you know, first rainbow set. And this one probably is the one that, you know, it was hit the hardest by, you know, the hoofs of the other ponies, and has stained a lot. So, and I don't see, I couldn't see this on the pictures, so I guess this really has happened while shipping in the box. Look at all of that. Look at all of that. And she has more. She has it also on her mouth. There, and there, and there, and there, and it's all over her. And the only thing that she actually had was this. So I guess that also somewhere underneath there is probably also a name or something. But other than that, she looked in such a good condition. She's actually working. The Magic Message ponies are from year 6, so also like middle of the line, 70, 87, 89. And they have these symbols that when you apply heat to them, so let's see if it works. Nah, my finger is not hot enough, I guess. No, I cannot get it. If you put it under really hot water, it works. And she works. Then it's actually the green is getting lighter and little apples appear. So, and the other side, even something else appears. I think a kite appears with the other side. So it's a little scratched off, but not too bad. Very often these symbols are completely peeling off. I even have some Magic Message ponies where I repainted the symbol completely. My Windy that I actually have is a very good condition one, so this would have not been an upgrade anyways. But I was like, oh, this is a somewhat uncommon pony also over here in Germany. Because the set was not released in Germany, though it was in Europe, in other parts of Europe. So still not a super common pony over here. A very interesting color, and this symbol is working. So cannot show you because it's not hot enough. If I would run her under really hot water, you would see it. I tested it. But then I noticed all of these discolorations, and that's really stains. It's really the hooves of the other ponies stained. I'm really sad about this. I will try first to always apply a little bit of hydrogen peroxide. I don't know what stain removal you could otherwise use. I would not use like acne cream or something like you could maybe sometimes use on Barbies, because it really pulls out the color, and that would really pull out the color of the pony. Then I would have a white spot. Would that be better? I don't think so. So these stain removals with ponies is not always working very well. But there's 2 more very cute ponies in there that did not get a lot of this, discoloration stain thingy, and even a little ribbon. I think this is the ribbon of one of these ponies. Might have been the ribbon to this. And there's not only one. There's 2. There's 2 of the Valentine twins. I had this one. I have this one for quite a long time, but this one is in such a nice condition. It's in way better condition. Luckily, the white one did not get any of the stains. So she is pristine. The hair is so nice. She's not yellowed. And this one I did not have. So those, they are both twins. They actually don't have really names. They are just purple Valentine twin and white Valentine twin. These are actually but these are actually regarded as mail order ponies. So you could not just go into any toy store and buy them. They were a kind of a mail away situation with a stationery store. Weird, I've never heard of the name. It's called Current or something. It was called Current. I don't know if it's still in production or whatever. But you could usually buy stationery there. And for some whatever reason, they had a collaboration with Hasbro and My Little Pony, and you could get these ponies there. I don't know if you really had to mail in for them or you could buy them in the store. Couldn't really find any information on that. I think you could order them separately, one or the other, or together. And this one still has the factory curl. It is so cute. It has a little bit of this stain here. But as it is a pretty dark pony, it's not that noticeable. I think I can live with that. Especially this is a new pony to me and I wanted to have it for so long. It is so cute. They used a first tooth baby pony mold on this one. And here we just have the normal baby blossom pose. Love this pose, my favorite baby pony pose. The symbol is so nice. So this one is an upgrade for mine, and this is a new edition. And now I have the two Valentine twins together. They are a little later in the pony line, so year 8. So that means probably that's kind of 89, 90. That's probably when they're available. And you know, this current store, whatever, weird name for a store, is definitely one that didn't have any, like, you know, shops in Europe, so this was also a US thing. No idea if it was available in Canada or in other parts of the world, but my guess is US exclusive. Most of the mail order things are just a US thing. And this pony had this ribbon in the hair, so I guess this is the correct ribbon to this pony. It's just tight, it's a normal pony ribbon. This is the real pony ribbon quality. If you ever had a My Little Pony ribbon in your hand, then you can always identify if it's a real ribbon or not. It's silky, but not shiny. Both sides look exactly the same. There is this small, like, you know, rim there at the edge. And it's cut diagonal at the ends. And yeah, there is, of course, a couple of ponies from other, like, you know, country releases, Italian ones, etc. They came with a little bit of different ribbons, so those I also cannot exactly identify, but the typical normal, you know, Hong Kong, China release ponies, those ribbons I can identify. So if you had one in your hands, you feel it. This is an original G1 My Little Pony ribbon. And now my desk is full, and I cannot tell you if it's 1 or 2 videos. It is extremely crazy. I mean, oh my goodness. Yeah, this is the highlight, although there's so many highlights. Like this amazing So Soft lot, this amazing princess, second set princess pony lot. Then some like unexpected ponies that I was searching for so long. I bought them already, but now I even have a duplicate of it. Some absolutely sweet baby ponies, some not so sweet, but like still very nice baby ponies. This, you cannot forget about this. Like Cranberry Muffins is also a pretty thought after ponies. And also a couple of super nice Sweetheart Sisters. So like this is such an amazing, like I obviously I'm not doing that all the time. It was an extraordinary time because I was really afraid I would not be able to buy anything else anymore. So I like got crazy in December. But of course, a couple of these things are also purchases from January and February. And yes, I spend a lot, but I did not go to flea markets during that time whatsoever. I did not go out a lot, you know, whatever, go to restaurants or something like that. So I didn't spend a lot of money on anything else than this during that time. So I'm not broke or anything, so it's still okay. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. Part 2 or a 1 video, whatever. If you enjoyed this and you are such a big My Little Pony fan like me, tell me whatever you want in the comments down below. Maybe just tell me which one of these is your highlight. Also, if you had one of those as a child, love to hear those stories. If you just wanna like support my channel easier than I don't wanna make a comment, you can also just give it a like. That's the easiest thing, just a thumbs up. And you can also, I'm also super happy if you're just watching, so no pressure on that. Okay, thanks so much for watching. See you real soon, and may the ponies be with you. Bye! Okay, I was able to clean them all in this one day. I'm very proud that I could get her stand nice again. She is not squished anymore. I boiled her. I took the head off, boiled her inside and out, so without the tail in, so that the tail doesn't get rusty. Totally normal pose now. Perfect. Her factory curl, there's just nothing to do. Just brushed it, conditioned it and all. I got most of the nasty rubber band out. You don't see a lot anymore, maybe a tiny bit. That took quite a while, but also her factory curl just returned. Everything's super nice. She's perfect. Nothing to say about Sweet Pop at all. Perfect. Of course, I haven't had the time to, retro bright any of the ponies. That's why discolorations might not be gone. But I've discovered that she is actually a variant to like my normal Hong Kong cotton candy. She has a lighter pink. Mine is the very dark pink one. So gonna keep her when she's nice again. Also here, she might look nice, but she has so many cancer spots, so I need to treat her as well. These, I will keep those in my collection. I've also discovered actually that she is the variant with the shorter forelock, and my Sugar Apple has the long forelock, though I'm still not sure if I keep both. But this is this is the factory curl, just helped it shape again. So they are perfect. So nothing, all the discoloration came off. I think it's pretty normal for this pony to be always a little bit, head and body difference, but it's so minimal. So, and she smells. The babies in the front, all nice, like no rust, especially not on the outside anymore. And I repinked the hair of these two already, so very happy with these. Sure, this will not get away, but I'm still happy I keep these two because they've always been together. Of course, not gonna forget about Oakley. Didn't have to do anything. So super clean, just cleaned her once again, and well, that's it. And which ones? I mean, I hadn't had to do much with the So Softs, of course, and these because I had cleaned them before, but I haven't obviously not done anything with the discolorations. Here. We've got the two Princess Dawns next to each other. This is the one that was in the worst condition, and she still has some stains that not sure if those will ever come out. But is it a variant, or is this just because this is way more intense here, the color? This is way lighter. So I'm not sure, but I think this one might even be an upgrade for mine. She even looks a little better. Very, very good condition. The rest of them were definitely, the rest of the second set Princess Ponies were so minty. I didn't have to do a lot with them whatsoever. Just cleaned them very shortly. The hair, here the tail was maybe a little bit rough, but yeah, and of course this is not one of the crowns, but this is similar to what you would put the second set Princess Pony crowns in the hair, but this just comes from the Seashore Pretty Ups. I know it's just an accessory pack. Then we've got Princess Misty and Sunbeam, and yeah, this accessory, this comb goes to Princess Sunbeam, and it's not that easy. But I have two others in the similar color, and you can see they're all different. And these come from two other of the second set Princess Ponies. And this, you can see it, it's a different color. This comes from Princess Sunbeam. This might be the one that comes from Princess Misty, though I don't know, it looks very green. And I haven't seen that this is all of them look rather turquoise, so I'm not 100% sure about this one. Couldn't find a rather green one. To the other accessories, this is actually the one that comes from Princess Taffeta. Yeah, Taffeta, so the blue one of the second set, so the only one that I'm missing. So, but I have her wand already. And concerning the damsel heads, yeah, this is a double from me. It's from Princess Tiffany first set, but I knew that. This is from Princess Serena first set, but it's cool because I have two Serenas in two variants. And this rather pink one comes from Princess Primrose, which I also don't have the head to. So then these little cuties, haven't done anything specific to them because I've cleaned them beforehand. And yeah, this is the saddle for the Pretty Parlor. I was correct, or wasn't sure, but yeah, Pretty Parlor. The bride, the head is a little discolored, and she has some other spots, so she might also need a retro briding. Firefly, I've just given a new tail, and she is pretty nice otherwise, so there's nothing I had to complain about. Absolutely pristine otherwise. You've seen her in good condition. Yeah, I was able to get the hair pretty nice, though this white is just very rough. You shouldn't do much with it. Please don't brush it and all. So, but yeah, and she works still in the sun, so this white gets purple in the sun. Yeah, and the rest you've seen. Haven't done any research about that. So that's all.